Welcome back. This is KTB Rise Today. Don't ask me why I'm laughing. I'm having so much fun already with Lin Chi Banda. She tells me the B turns into something close to a V. Actually, it turns into a V. And so just allow me to say Lin Chi Banda, founder and director of Her Story She Matters Foundation, HSSM. Something we'll be getting to understand. And of course, she's here to talk about the challenges that the young people face on entrepreneurship. And of course, we're here to make sure that you learn and you get to enjoy as well. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Karibu sana. It's good to have you on the lounge. And just for starters, I have said a little info about you. So I would want you to turn to that particular camera. Tell us more about yourself, what you do, what you are about, what you're doing with this particular season as well. Just tell people who you are in a nutshell.
So my name is Lin Chi Banda. I work with Her Story She Matters Foundation. What we basically do is empower young girls, women and the youth from marginalized areas. Our focus being on health education, community engagement, economic empowerment, education and advocacy on gender issues.
Amazing. Let's just begin right there. HSSM, Her Story She Matters.
Yes.
What is this? What is this foundation? What is this foundation here to do? What is her story? What is that story? And then, of course, we know she matters. So what is her story, and how do you take these stories, and how do you empower these people after getting? Do you get to listen to their stories, or do you get to share their stories to people? Just tell us a bit about HSSM.
So when we started Her Story She Matters Foundation, it was just all about empowering young girls and women. Traveling on to different counties, meeting different people, especially women. I could listen to their stories, and I got to a point. I said, maybe I need to. It's time I do something about what is going on.
Yeah.
Because as much as we'd argue and say, what about the boy child and all that, but I think the women are more vulnerable. Yeah. For quite some time they've not had the upper hand. So that is why we're actually trying to empower them.
Yes.
By listening to their stories, you will definitely know what they are going through and how exactly you can help them.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. How do you get to listen to their stories? Do you travel to those? Because you began by saying this foundation is really key on focusing on majorly on people from marginalized areas. Do you go to different places? Do you call them to come to a central place? How does it happen?
So what we usually do is travel to different places. Say, for example, maybe Isiolo, maybe Bungoma, Kakamega. We do travel to different places, yes. And we also have volunteers on ground that actually call us and tell us there's this and this happening. Maybe if you guys will avail yourselves and see how you can talk to the women, see how you can help the youth. Yeah.
Yes, amazing. And just from the word Her Story She Matters, really helps. The name actually helps anyone who is just passing and seeing the name to understand that you're here to make this young woman. Is it young? Is it the young women only, or is it just the whole fraternity?
Okay, when we started, it was just about the young girls and the women. But early this year, we also started empowering the youth because we felt that we should not leave them out, because the youth are actually going through so many challenges, especially here in Kenya. Yes.
So just going back a little bit to the part where she matters, means as a foundation you're very passionate about making people understand their worth. And maybe in a nutshell, a young person is watching at home right now and they're trying to ask themselves, what is my worth? They have so much wealth in them. They do not know what my worth is as a human being. Kindly help someone at home to understand what they carry inside and how maybe they can use, maybe by giving an example of something, how they can use whatever they have on the inside to become even better and to help much more. Yeah.
Okay, for most young people, what I've actually noticed is they lack role models, or they lack direction. okay, with the kind of role models that we have here in Kenya, I don't think it's doing as much justice. But for these young people, when you sit down and talk to them and listen to what they say, you would actually pick one or two things about them, you know, maybe leadership skill, maybe an entrepreneur, but they don't know about it. So what we do is try to nurture what they have in them. Yes.
And some of them don't even know what they have. How do you dig deep into their system to get that gem, to get that gold out of their inner system? How do you do that?
Okay, we usually have different forums, workshops for them, and there's that engagement. We get to engage and interact with them. I remember there's a time I took some girls for auditions. Yeah, they were going for, okay, they wanted to, is it called being an actress? Or,
yes.
And while we were there, I just started interacting with them, talking to them, and I got to find out so much about them. You know, I've been home for the last 3 years. My parents can't afford school fees. I've been doing drugs and this, but I love doing this. I can cook, I can do that. So after the audition, I went back, sat down, and came up with a plan for them. Because like for the one who had said she likes cooking and all that, we had to take her to a catering school, and that is where she is right now. There's one who said she's good at sales and she would love to sell juice, groundnuts and all that. We had to take her through a course of entrepreneurship skills, and we also taught her how to make her own groundnuts, coat, make the juice and all that. Right now she's doing her own business. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. So at the very end of the day, it's all about empowering the young people.
Yes, it's all about empowering them.
And we've hosted a number of people who are really passionate here about the growth of the youth in terms of how they can handle resources, how they can grow whatever is in their pockets. And one of the key areas that comes, of course, we here mainly to focus on the challenges, because when you listen to these young people out there, when you approach them, I know the first thing they tell you, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, but I don't know how to do it. And some people watching right now, you may not be in a position to tour in all the villages of Kenya in this particular time, but maybe you can inspire someone who is watching and they're like, there's something I need to do. And of course, it stems from your going around to different places. You have seen a number of challenges that the youth have in terms of doing their startups and growing their businesses. So what are some of these challenges that young people face in the first place?
Now, in Kenya, I would say the business environment is a little bit hostile, especially for the youth. You'd find that for some of the youth, okay, it's actually a process for you to start a business. So we are talking about maybe registration. You know, we are talking about license fee. We are talking about KRA, you know, especially for those who produce goods. It's not an easy road, it's not an easy journey. And most of the youth would actually tell you the reasons why they can't, the reasons why the small businesses are failing, or the reasons why they can't start something is because of the government policies. Yes. But what I would like to tell you is find that the government policies are there, but then you need to look at ways on how you can go about it. You know, unfortunately for the youth, we're usually very good and fast at when it comes to giving up. You start something, and when you see the growth pace is slow, not what you expected, you just give up and you're like, no, I don't want to do this. Some of them even start businesses just because they have seen others do the same thing.
We are notorious of that as Kenyans, basically. Unafunga M-Pesa hapa, mtu mwingine anakuja nafunga M-Pesa hapo, wengine M-Pesa hapo.
Like a whole chain.
Yes.
So those are things that we really need to look at, and you need to have passion for what you're doing. You know, this is what I want to do, and have a plan on how you're going to go about it. Right now, the government is also helping the youth when it comes to these kind of things. Recently, I met a young girl. She has started her own business, but she told me when it comes to KRA, she has not been able to be, she has not been successful. So she can't sell her goods or do anything. And I referred her to one of the government programs where she went there and she was actually helped. So it's not just about, oh, I went to KRA, they asked me for this amount of money, I could not raise it, and I gave up. You know, you need to act on your own, you need to take action on your own. Look for people who can guide you, look for people who can mentor you through this.
Definitely.
Yes.
And of course, mentorship is very key. And there has been a big debate as we wind up this conversation. There has been a big debate about mentorship, which I also believe is a big challenge affecting not only entrepreneurship in the business world, it's affecting so many other areas in life. There has been this contention whether is it upon the mentor to look for the mentee, or is it upon the mentee to look for the mentor? Because, as you know, especially when it comes to young people, many young people shy away from the older people. They're like, these people will judge me because of the mistakes I have done in life and everything. They won't be able to bring me up as I would want. So do you think the mentors should really focus more on stretching out their hands and reaching out to the people to come and mentor them so we can build a better Kenya?
Okay, like I had said before, the mentees need to take action. You can't sit and wait for someone to come and, you know, help you out. No, you need to take action. But then again, like right now, there are so many programs provided by the government, NGOs, that you can actually do research and, you know, just apply maybe. And these programs have, they would actually, for some of these programs, they do mentorship programs. I know quite a number that are doing that. They give funding. They also train on different skills. So I think it's just upon you to do your research well, go out there and you know, give it a shot.
What I hear from your comment on this particular issue is the young people need to raise up their hand and say, I am here. I am here. And then mentors are gonna come. Because I believe people are there who actually have a call and have an urge to help other people achieve the same dream they have achieved. So what I hear you say is that young people need also to make sure they are located. That's by availing themselves and getting to give information on this is what I can do.
That is so true. Something else that I've actually noticed, right now in Kenya, so many young people actually engaging in entrepreneurship. This, when you attend the summits, entrepreneurship summits, the workshop, exhibitions, you'll actually be amazed by the kind of creativity that is out there. Yeah, so definitely you need to, like, you know, no one is going to do that for you. Just use your voice, use your skills, use your talent.
Amazing, amazing. So I want to give you time to do your parting shot. And as you do your parting shot, maybe you can do it on that particular camera. You can tell the young people what they need to do in a nutshell, and then where they can also find you, because a number of people may want to reach you and get mentorship from you as well. So you can turn to that camera, tell them in a nutshell what you think they can do with the challenges that they have, and of course how they can be better, and where they can find you as well.
Okay, so I know most young people are going, especially those who are trying to venture into entrepreneurship, are going through different challenges. Talk of finances, talk of government policies, mentorship, lack of business skills, all that. But what I'll tell you is you need to step up. No one is going to do that for you. And I know most of the youth usually say, I'll wait till I have enough money to do this and that. You'll never have enough money. Start with what you have. As for the foundation, you can reach us on our Facebook page, Her Story She Matters Foundation. We also have an Instagram page, Her Story She Matters 2018, and our website, www.herstoryshematters.com.
Amazing, amazing. That is Lin Chi Banda. Just allow me to put a V into it. Founder and director of Her Story She Matters. That is a foundation that's really focusing on the girl child and has stretched out their hands to go focus on the young people in general to make sure that you are empowered in terms of looking forward to improve yourself and improve your living standards. Of course, it's been inspirational. I know you have learned quite a number of things. I have a package of what I have learned myself, and I'm going into there. Don't think I'm there yet. I also need to go there and expand my territories. And of course, this information, if you think you had this information, then it's good to hear it again and to revise it, because information never grows old. You can reread that book, you can hear that statement from that particular person, and it can help you get to where you're supposed to be. And of course, we've highlighted a number of challenges that you face as a young person on entrepreneurship. And of course, now if you have any questions, our number is 0739 110544, and you can find us at KUTV Kenya at MatoCG on my personal handle. Keep talking to us, tell us that business, what challenge you're facing, and of course, before Lin Chi Banda goes, we'll be getting to understand how she can help you become that better person. We take a short break. We'll be right back to give you more business news. We're coming back with the second launch segment to discuss more deeper stuff, and of course, we'll be coming back with Tech Voice with Okeze, just making sure that technologically you are up to date. Of course, you take a short break. We'll be right back in just a bit. This is KUTV Biashara Tuesday, Rise Today. We'll be right back. Asante sana.